Yeah, hello guys, I'm Sunil. Today we'll speak about exception handling. Okay, exception handling in Spring Boot, how to handle that. Ramakrishna, is that fine? My voice is audible. Okay, let me start the class. Okay, yeah, I'm sharing my Eclipse screen. Okay, Ramakrishna, is that fine? See, if you observe here, this is the sample project which I have created. Okay, so the first thing, let me walk through you some theory part. Okay, yeah, okay, let me share on the Gmeet. Okay. So first thing is I want to explain about two annotations. One is at the rate control advice, and second one is at the rate exception handler. See, if you this is one of the most repetitive question, Ramakrishna, for interview aspect. Okay, so basically, if basically what will happen in core Java if we get some runtime exception? Yes, what will happen in core Java? So if you use runtime exception, right? If you get a hi Sumant. I'm just repeating the last class, okay? So my question is, what will happen what will happen in core Java if we get a runtime exception? Hmm. Yes, and the program will stop abnormally, right? The program, yes, the program will become abnormal termination. Will become abnormal termination, right? Termination. Now, any guesses, guys? What happened in Spring Boot? You wait, Sumant. Let Ramakrishna answer that. Ramakrishna, you tell me what happened in Spring Boot. No, 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 no. See, basically, if you get some runtime exception service layer, no, then it will transfer to control layer back. If there is, see, if by luck, okay, by chance, if you have a try catch, by chance, if you have a try catch, we'll handle there. We'll have, if you have a try catch, we'll handle over there only. And the program is smooth there, and program is smooth. Program is smooth. Okay. But, but if there is what we call throws keyword. Okay. If there is a throws keyword, what the throws keyword will do, Ramakrishna? Yes. Yes. Suppose if there is an exception in the service layer, it delegates to the controller layer, right? Am I correct? Then my question is, what if my controller layer also delegates? Then what will happen here? Which kind of request? Suppose if I'm hitting from the postman, I'm hitting from the postman. Okay, so my service is creating some runtime exception, and that is delegated to controller layer. And in controller layer also, you're using throws keyword only, right? So basically, what happened in core Java is there is a concept of default exception handler. Am I correct, guys? If you remember, default exception handler, it will print the error message. Sumant, is that fine? DH default exception handler, it will print error message, right? It will print error message. Am I correct? Right? Adharmata. But in Spring Boot, what happens? That is my point here. No. Okay. Okay, but not. I need some proper answer. Yeah, obviously Java ecosystem means obviously it is might to be, but here, you know, by hitting from the postman, okay, what will happen on the postman level? Yeah, what is that? What is that? Yeah, 500 internal server error you'll get. Server error you get. And see, if you guys aware or don't aware, I don't know, that postman response will be consumed by the front end. Am I correct? Front end guys will take the postman response, our JSON response, they used to display on the screen, right? Now, if suppose a front end guy is displaying internal server error, now the end client who is very non-IT guy, can he or she understand by seeing the internal server error? No, right? Obviously, internal server error means even a programmer can understand, right? Just a programmer, it's a programmer level. A programmer can understand. Okay, some exception is going at a back end because of that reason. Some exception or downtime or some compilation error, anything, right? So programmer might and programmer can understand, not might. Programmer can understand. But what about a non-technical guy, right? Suppose he can't understand that by seeing internal server error. What is wrong with him, right? Am I correct? Okay. So now you need to throw proper exception. You need to throw proper exception. Guys, you might be thinking proper exception means we'll create some custom exception, we'll throw it. Am I correct? See, the custom exception also, if suppose you're throwing Ramakrishna, if you're throwing some checked or unchecked exception, it's also an abnormal termination, right? Obviously. See, see in the console screen, you can see, suppose console screen, if you console screen, in the console screen, you can see the exception message in the form of name, but it is also abnormal termination. Am I correct? Abnormal termination means in the postman you can see the same response, 500 internal server error. Okay, you need to throw the proper exception and someone to handle it and someone to stop and before going to the core JVM level. Okay, before going to DH level, someone should stop that. Okay, and someone should intercept and stop that. Antena? And make the exception to a meaningful way. Stop that. The guy who is stopping or the class who is stopping, it should have a controller advice annotation at the class level. Okay. Stopping. It should have at the rate controller advice at the class level. Okay. Ramakrishna. Then only the class can intercept the exception. Okay. Class the class level. Okay. And Sumant, is that fine if I repeat? Next, at the method level, you should have at the rate exception handler at the method level. Okay. Na? Ramakrishna, is that fine? So if someone is asking how to handle exceptions in Spring Boot, you need to say I can use two annotations. One is controller advice, one is exception handler. Then only I can intercept the exception which is being generated by the by service or controller. Then I can make that exception to meaningful way. See, no end user can understand internal server error, right? But he can understand, okay, the name should not be empty. Okay, the pin code should be contains alphabets. He can understand that type of message, but he cannot understand what is being happening with the internal server error, right? Yeah. Okay. Um, now what we do? Now let us go with the code. We'll see what happens if no one is handling that. Okay, na? For a while, you guys, just comment this code. Okay. This is name and valid exception or just a global exception. Okay. Just a minute, guys. What is happening, man? Just a minute, it's stucking. It's closing. Why? Yeah, just to let us try to create an internal server. So what I told, it will generate an internal server error, right? Let us try that and then we'll go with the code array. Close, close the program. Let us reopen that, okay, Eclipse. Yeah, no. Eclipse is heavy software, right? Right, Ramakrishna? Heavy. Yeah, and easy start over, right? And it will consume lot of basically Java is only like that. Okay. Okay, Ramakrishna. Okay. See, this is the exception package which I have added, but let us for a while just forget this class is not there. Okay. What happens? We'll see. Okay. Control question mark. See, I wantedly create an exception to see what kind of response I'm getting. Okay. So if you observe here, this is the sample controller. Okay. This sample controller contains only two methods. One is get and post. Okay. Okay. Na? So inside my post in the service layer, what I'm doing, so what I did, so if you what you understood by this if block, Ramakrishna? Yeah. So you should, and if in the postman, if someone is not entering the name, you should throw the exception. Okay, right? And see, this name invalid exception is the custom exception which I created. This already I told in the core Java class how to create a custom exception. I'm not doing anything new till now. Okay, okay. So let us run the code and see. Okay. Array, what happening? Let's go to SRC main resource and go to application properties. Change the port number. Okay. Something is running on the port, and just I want to make server.port equal to 8081. Okay. Seeing error again. Uh, Okay. Now let me start again application. On 8081, I'm starting, okay? Mm. Ramakrishna, so far is that fine? What I'm doing, what I'm trying to explain, are you able to get it, right? See, my application is getting started, okay? See, it is started on 8081, right? Let me go to the postman. See, Ramakrishna, I am hitting 8081, okay? Okay. So if I enter proper name, it won't make any nuisance, okay? It is just storing the DB. Okay. So if I enter Sunil, then it is not supposed to do anything, right? Let me hit the code, okay? See, it is getting 200, okay. But what if I enter, if I give as a blank name, okay? Then what if I enter, what if I click on send? It is supposed to have, see, internal server error. Okay. So if a front end guy is consuming this type of JSON, if he displays on the screen internal server error, can the end user, he or she can understand or not? Obviously no, right? So then what we'll do today? So we need to see it is going to the postman. It is going as a response. We need to stop the this response and we need to convert into a meaningful way. That's our target, right? So this JSON object is coming from the service and service to controller and controller to the server. Again, gateway and coming over the response. Okay. So it's going with the flow and it's coming. So we need to intercept this and we need to make this into a meaningful way, right? So for that, we will have a class, okay, in the exception. See, again, please follow the package structure. Controller on sample project, exception on sample project, model on sample. See, this is the hierarchy you should follow, guys. Okay. Otherwise, Spring unable to identify the classes. Okay. Okay. So this is nothing but an example of auto configuration as well. Okay. So this is the class which I commented. Let me uncomment this. Okay. So if you observe here, what I was doing, if you see, you can see I have used two annotations. One is at the rate controller advice on the class level and at the rate exception handler at the method level. Okay. Sumant, is that fine, Sumant, so far? If time permits, we'll complete the DDL modes and tomorrow we'll start JPA. Okay. Proper JPA. We'll speak about 1 week, at least 5 days, 5 classes. See now, guys, JPA for 5 classes, Spring Security 10 classes, 10, 8 classes, and transaction management for 5 classes, and the microservices of 15 to 20 classes. Okay, yeah, this is our upcoming schedule. Okay, if you were able to complete this, yeah, that is totally fine. And Samant, if you remember, and last time that Infosys guy have asked that one, right? How to how to handle custom exceptions globally, how to handle exceptions globally in a Spring Boot, right? You told. Yeah, this you need to answer by using controller advice and exception handler. We can intercept the exception object, and we need to turn into a meaningful message, meaningful way. Okay. Yeah. This. Yeah. This. Yes. This is only you're supposed to answer. Okay. See, this is across the project. If yeah, yeah. See, yeah, across the project. If you have a 20 packages also, when in any package, if some exception rises, that will intercept by this class only. Okay. See, what's Ramakrishna? See, I'm throwing name invalid exception, right? Okay. Uh, and see, it is matching with this exception handler name invalid exception dot class, and it will execute this method. Okay. And this will take two arguments, name invalid exception and web request ex. Okay. And this parameter names you can pass anything you want. Okay. And here, what I'm doing, I am just throwing as a return new response entity. Okay. Okay, and the type is also response entity. Okay, I think this is the first time you guys are coming across this, but please try to use this response entity only, because going forward we'll use response entity only in the Spring Boot. Okay? We don't use the student, that is done. Okay, because with this response entity you can pass the status code also, custom status code. Okay, if you guys remember in the last class, Sumanta, in last class I told you about the status codes, right? Yeah. Okay, first 200 status code means success, right? success. Okay, guys, even this is also important. 201 means created. Okay, suppose you are doing any post operation, you need to return 201. Okay, that is better. Okay, okay na? And then 400 bad request. And if your input is wrong, okay, if your request means input, right? Bad request. Okay, and 401 related to security. 403 related to security. Let me speak at the time only. Okay, I don't want to, directly tell and don't want you guys to mark up. Okay. And 404, guys, this is very famous. Chapandi. No, yeah. Resource, yes, resource not found. Okay. Or server not found. Yeah, because your endpoint, when your endpoint is wrong, then it will come. Okay. And 405, method not allowed. Suppose if that API is related to post, but you're hitting with get, then you'll get this. Okay. Method not allowed. Okay. And while throwing response entity object, you can configure what type of status code you want. You can configure accordingly. If you see here, I gave HTTP status dot bad request. Bad request means 400. Okay. Guys, is that clear? And I created simple error message object. Okay. If you see in the model class, model package, in the model package, I created simple error message object. And last class, I forgot to place the status and getter. Sumant, okay, other why we and that is that is not taking, that is not creating, and yeah, that is the problem. And that's it, Sumant. Okay. And yeah, okay. See, just we're creating error message, and I am passing that object reference with this response entity. Ram Krishna, is that clear? ఓకేనా అదనమాట సో అది సో ఇప్పుడు లెట్ మీ రీస్టార్ట్ ద కోడ్ లెట్ us see okay if my name is empty that exception is being intercepted over here I am making that exception ఒక JSON into this object JSON okay అంటే దాని ఏమంటారు very common JSON right that is a internal server error that thing that JSON I am being transformed to this object JSON okay ఓకేనా and whatever the this is a description and this is the time at what time we are getting that exception this will give you that okay okay and yeah, let me stop the server and let me start again. Okay. Yeah, I think server is up. Yeah, started sample project application. Okay. Okay. Now, then we'll hit the request. Okay, guys. Okay. See, see, guys. Name should not be proper. Guys, are you able to see my message response? Let me copy that. Okay. So now the front end guy can consume this message, consume this JSON, and he can give some meaningful message to the end user, right? Okay. Adanamata. And if you want, he can use the data also. That is up to them. But the company level, they'll give they will do the process like this. Okay. So that's why okay. Even this task is in Optum. I don't want to mention the company name. Okay, the last organization, even I got this task only for one sprint, whole sprint. Okay, creating custom exceptions. Here I'm just creating one custom exception only. But you can have a lot of cases, guys. Okay, the ID should be in some companies ID should not be negative. Then you need to throw the exception. Okay, some cases, if something is greater than the above size. Okay, the list something is exceeding the size. You can throw again one more exception. You can write one more method over there. Okay, okay, guys, is that clear? Guys, I want you guys to create your own at least 3 to 4 custom exceptions. Okay, Sumant, is that fine? Okay, and throw accordingly. Okay, okay. So this is about how to handle global exceptions. Globally in the Spring Boot level. Okay, because if the project contains 20 packages also, that if in some package if you are throwing the exception, that will intercept over here. That's why you're calling globally. So this is global across the project. See, now our application is very small. Okay, you may not feel the difference. I think you're thinking like we have just 2 layers and but in the project level it's not the case, right? You have a lot of classes, but it will intercept here only. Okay. So whatever the exception you are expecting, you need to have that separate message for that. And అయిపోయింది, right? And this name invalidacy is very common, right? I think you need to extend with some exception class. And guys, this one you need to research. This is related to serialization. Okay, don't worry. But in the project level, they will use this variable also. And it just pedaru. But now it's not. We are nothing to do with this variable. Okay, the eighth one. And just this is very common, right? And you will capture the string and you are just throwing it to the parent class. Super first year means it will throw to the parent class, right? That's it. Okay. This is about exception handling in Spring Boot. Okay. Now, what we'll do, I want to explain a small topic, DDL commands. Okay. Create and update. If my MySQL is working, I think if I was able to log into MySQL, yeah, I think if you guys remember in the group, I pinged you how to, two links. One is for MySQL Workbench and other one is MySQL database. You need to come up with those two, you need to install those two softwares and you can, upcoming classes, going forward, we don't deal with H2 anymore and we'll deal with the permanent database, MySQL, okay? I prefer MySQL, okay? Guys, okay? Okay, database, okay, fine, fine. Okay. See, just click on this. uh, so I kept root and Sunil as my username and password. Okay. And these are the schemas which I created earlier. Okay. This is microservices batch before batch. And this Kalpana is our old student, which I taught her. And Pavan, one more guy. Yeah. This is this uh, schema means it's a group of tables. Okay. You need to create the schema. Okay. Okay. Na? Explicitly. Okay. Right. Database file. Yeah. Server. Guys, if you can see, right, this database icon, you can create, just click on that and give your own name, whatever you want to mention the schema name. I want to give, okay? Ours is morning batch, right? Morning batch, okay? Morning batch, okay? I want to give morning batch, okay? Then just apply, okay? Okay, apply, okay? So your schema is created, okay? Finish. So where is that? Guys, where? Yeah, yes. This is the morning batch. See, you can't find any tables over here, okay? Antena? Guys, right. Now we'll connect. See, till now we have connected our data. We have connected our application with the HDB. But from now we'll connect our application with the MySQL database. Okay. Okay. Now what we'll do? Now what we'll do? See, in the application dot properties file, you need to replace. Okay. Whatever the configuration you wrote now to connect to HDB, now you need to replace with the MySQL DB. Antena? So if you want to use, go to my GitHub repository space. I have posted earlier just one project related to there. I want to copy directly. Okay, I don't want to write and again see. Here you can see. See, ticket booking application MySQL. Okay, so just copy the application or properties file from here, and in form.xml you need to add one dependency related to MySQL. Okay, Antena? You see one dependency. Where is that? Where is that? Yeah, see, yes, MySQL connector J. Okay, see, everything is common, guys. You need to add one dependency, ante. Okay, and you need to change what? You need to change the application of properties file. Am I correct? Okay, just go over here, and if you paste explicitly, you need to upgrade the project again, update the project. Ante kada, then only your jar file will come from the MVN repository to the your class path. Antena? Then only it will download it, right? If you save also, it is C building 89. See, it's coming. Just save. Okay, okay, do save, and it then your jar file will come to your local. Okay, and then hyphen done. Okay, then uh, now what is that? Where is it? Yeah, now form అయిపోయింది కదా, and then go to src Yeah, guys. See this. I will explain everything. Okay. See, I want to remove everything, right? This is fine. Let's see. This is a database source, data source URL, console enabled. Okay, everything is correct, right? Everything is clear, right, guys? Okay, I want to remove these lines to comment that. Okay. Mm, okay, just paste. Okay, okay. Just I want to remove this, guys. This is okay. Fine, that is fine. See this DDL auto. We have two more steps. One is create, one is update. Okay, create means suppose in the last time when you ran the application, you created a 4 records, right? Again, if you run in the create mode, your 4 records will vanish. Again, your that table is empty. Okay, okay, na? Guys, is that clear? Hello, I'm telling. Suppose while if I run for the first time, right? I have inserted 4 records in my table. Okay. Again, if I ran again in the create mode, your table will become empty, vanished. Okay. But if you ran in update mode, your data will be safe and your new records will be appended from the 4 records. You know, it will be added from the fifth record. Okay. But that's the difference between create and update mode. Okay. If someone is asking what is DDL auto modes, what are they, create and update, you need to explain them. Okay. See, in localhost 3306, you need to mention your schema name. Okay. What is the schema name which I created just now? Morning batch, right? Am I correct, guys? Antena? Then root and Sunil is the username and password, and this is the DDL mode. Okay. Create, and the remaining everything is common, I think, for you guys. Am I correct? Now let me stop the server. See guys, now the beauty is here. I haven't created anything in my workbench in the morning base, in the morning batch, right? In the schema, I haven't created any table, right? But automatically my customer table will be created in the database. Like how H2 database created, that's how my database table will be created with these 3 columns. Okay, this class name will be transferred to the table name and this field names will be transferred as a column name. Am I correct? This is the thing which I told from the beginning, right? Guys, is that clear? Okay. Yeah, let me stop, right? Yeah, it's already stopped and let me run the application. Okay. See that 3306 is there, no? That one while downloading the software, you need to mention now. Don't change any port numbers, okay? But whatever the username and password you are giving, try to remember, okay? Don't give complex things. Just how simple I am giving root Sunil. That's how you should give, okay? If you forgot, you need to uninstall and you need to uninstall again. That's how the complexity is, okay? Okay, I experienced very badly. Okay, that's why I'm telling. Okay, I want no one to suffer like that. Okay, yeah. Okay, okay, that's it, right? Now, now see 107, Sunil. Guys, after running my application, let us see the workbench. Okay, just refresh all. See, my table is getting created. See, guys, is that clear? See, and I haven't. There is no data in my table. Okay, now let me insert some records. Okay, okay, 107. Okay, and 108. Okay, 108 for Sumant. Okay, Sumant, and 109 for Gnapika. Hopefully, yeah. So now 3 records will be there. Suppose if I stop my server and if I run again in the create mode, what will happen, guys? As per the analysis which I told earlier, yes, it will totally vanish. See, 3 records are persistent now. Suppose if I run my application again in a create mode, right? Again, it will create a new table again. Okay, it won't update, it will create. Okay, that's the DDL mode. Okay, that's what I want to mention over here. Okay, right? Create mode. Okay, so let me stop. Update means it will happen from the fourth record. That's the difference. Okay, okay. Let me stop my server and let me run again. Okay. So if someone is asking what are DDL modes means, you need to tell create and update. You need to mention what will happen in the create mode if I running and what will happen in the update mode if I ran. Okay. See, if I ran now, only 2 modes. So if we complete it today, happily we can start JPA from tomorrow. That's only my concern. Hopefully we won't have any blockers today. Sample project application, right? Let us go to the workbench and let us right click on it, refresh. Okay. And see, everything become vanish. Okay. Right. Now let us go to let us from the postman. I'll persist some records, right? 109 for Gyapika. Okay. 108 for Sumant. Oh, I forgot, guys. 108, 107 for Ram. Okay. Now we'll see that we'll have a three records persisted in the table, right? Let me refresh. See, every time you refresh, okay, and just run it, okay. Three records, right? Now I want to change to update mode, okay. I don't now. I'll stop my server and I'll start in update mode, right? Right. Matter. Let me stop. But the thing is, just a minute. I think earlier I am supposed to change. Just a minute. I think it will vanish. See, if I inserted the data in update mode, then only it will be saved, okay. If we just and you are inserting in create mode and then update, it won't work, okay. That's what I feel. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. It will vanish. Okay. Mm-hmm. See, this is a permanent storage, right? Okay. I think ante kada. Mm. Oh, okay. Yeah. They are there. Okay. Yeah, I thought they will be vanished, but it's fine. Okay, they are there. Okay. So update mode means even if we create in create mode, then again if you change to update mode, then your data will be persisted. Okay. If you stop now and again if you update some data, it will be open from 110 like that. Okay, guys, is that clear? See the use means based on the requirement of your project, you need to use the accordingly DDL modes. Okay, someone want to store the data permanently. Someone wants to flush every data while you're restarting. That's up to you, right? Ante kada. That's up to the project requirement. Okay, but once you have some data in the database, if you start in the update mode, your data will be safe. Once you have a data in the database, if you start in a create mode, your data will be vanished, flush. Okay, guys, that's it, guys, about what we call DDL modes. Okay. Now let us have some more records. 99. Okay, we'll go for Virat now. See, once you are dealing with update, your data is safe. Okay. See, Virat came over here. Okay. This is how, guys. Okay. Guys, is that clear play? This is now if you stop again, if you run again, same thing. Okay. No worries. Okay. Adi. See, if you're starting your application update, if you're see just one thing, guys. If you are starting your application in a create mode, everything will vanish. If you are starting your application in a update mode, your data is safe. Okay, that's the conclusion. Okay. Yes, that is only right. Yeah, that is only the thing, right? That's an ultimate concept, right? If you restart, everything will flush off. Okay, Antena? Okay, guys, that is the end of Spring Boot basics. Basics another. You can say annotations, DDL modes, inject type dependence injections, whatever, auto wire, qualifier, okay, everything, okay. We have covered basics in a fluent way and correct cover chesamo. Then JPA. Definitely JPA is very important. JPA, Spring Security, Transaction Management, Microservices. In all topics, మనం ఎంత వేగంగా చేయగలిగితే అంత great, okay? అది. So that's the end of our course, by the way, okay? But I want to give best, guys, because here it's not like core Java, right? Yeah, if we I even sometimes we're getting blocked by something. See, yesterday I just blocked by because of adding setters and gets I was blocked yesterday. That's how the things are. But again, if we stuck somewhere, again we need to do some R&D. That's how the things are.